on the basis of lighting through headlights of your car. I've also shot under those circumstances. Many years ago, I was making a film in Mustang, tribal, a film on one Madia and Muria tribals. And there, often we used to do this. We used to put the headlights on of the car and shoot with that light, But I don't recommend it, but what I'm saying is, but when you are caught in a situation, you need a solution immediately. Only thing with Manthan, one of the important things for us was that we didn't have a silent camera. And because we didn't have a silent camera, we used to sort of take half a mattress and tie it around the camera so that you'd not get the sound. It
record the location sound without the sound of the camera.
Yeah. No, so that, that could often use the
live sound.
Dialogues, that were spoken at that time.
Yeah.
Not dubbed later.
Exactly, sing sound. So
I became, I think, because of the kind of environment in which I grew up, basically, because my father was a still photographer and he had a 16mm movie camera, with which he used to make families about his films about his families, about us. And then my father and my parents were very prolific. They produced 10 children. So naturally, so they had, so he had many children to make films about. So he made a film about each one of us. So naturally, we got, it rubbed off on one because he was making these films about his children. And then I got the hold of the camera when I was still a boy. And I made a film on my own, with my own little script and everything. It was called Chuttiyon Mein Mauj Maza, and I made that film about holidays. We have holidays. We used to have our friends and cousins coming and staying with us. With them, I made a film. And that's what made me a filmmaker, because I got hooked to that. There are problems, between urban-rural. There's an urban-rural divide. Now, in the case, you see, part of this was taken from Dr. Kurian's own life. Because when Kurian got married and brought his wife to the village, she was particularly happy living there. It took a long time for her to get adapted to that situation. So here you have Rao's wife. She doesn't particularly care to be there. If you look at reality, anything that is real, it's a continuing thing. It's not as though anything gets totally resolved. Nothing really gets totally resolved. Because if you say something gets totally resolved, that's the end. There's no story after that. It's finished, But it isn't finished. Because there's lots to be done every time. So Rao may have gone, but the problems continue to be there that need to be constantly resolved. So, you have to, what's the word? You always have to be aware that things have not ended. You have to, and then there's nothing that you can say, I've finished with it. When you say it's finished, means it's death. After that, that's the end. It's not like that. So, and life carries on. You have to, it's a question of how much influence you have in the evolution of what you're doing. And you want to influence it as much as you possibly can in the direction of your choice. In this case, the direction of the choice of evolving and developing cooperatives, because cooperative functioning is better than individual functioning and far more productive in that sense. For us to feel heroic about what we are doing. But that's all nonsense. Because in reality, it's because life. You want to do a good job with whatever you're doing. Not because you think that you are a great person. You're not. You're like everybody else. Now, the important thing is, whatever you have to do well. You have to do it convincingly. You have to believe in what you're doing. Those are the only things that are important.